Rangers Radio. Hello, hello. This is the Foreign Show. We're on the air at 9 o'clock on every weekday night, taking calls about the Jazz.
Well, hello, good evening and welcome to Rangers Radio. Joining myself on the big debate tonight is a one and only Fox and a legend that is Bridgeman. Evening, gents.
Evening, Ox. Evening, Bridge. Evening, listeners.
Oh, can I say a big good evening to you two guys in the panel? Huge good evening to the guys in the lobby and to all the Rangers fans listening in all over the world. Good evening and welcome to Rangers Radio.
Yeah. How are you, my good mate Fox?
I'm fine today, mate. Fine.
Aye, what did the day bring you, mate?
Oh, wasn't much, mate. Just washing and ironing all day.
All right, getting your all your stuff ready for all the Christmas night suit. Have you still got that love for reindeer jumper you had a couple of years ago? That was a cracker.
Oh, no, I use that for polishing my shoes now.
Oh, right, okay. That was a beauty. Reindeer. Rudolph with a big blue nose. That was a belter. I like
And
that.
it lit up as well.
Aye.
Magic,
was a
just
belter.
magic. Well
How
done,
are you,
Foxy.
Bridge?
Aye, brilliant, pal. Aye, brilliant. Aye. Really looking forward to the weekend now. So now, two sleeps.
To the football.
Two sleeps for the football.
It's been a bit like a drought, innit? And now the football's back. It's as if it's a wee shower of rain bringing some health back into the
It's a
country.
tsunami, Fox. We're getting a tsunami. What have we got? 5 weeks. What have we got? 10 games every week. It's 2 a week now, isn't it?
Aye.
Yeah, they really. Well, you would think they're going to have to even it out a wee bit, but they just can't. You got cup games running, or League Cup games running. You've got the European games running, the league games, and then all of a sudden, the December's coming on you very fast. Oh, wow. I think it'll ease off into January, February, or into February, March. Aye, right. Wow. Tsunami of games is a good description. A tsunami of games.
Aye, what have we got? Hamilton, Feyenoord away, home to Hearts. That'll be unusual going to Ibrox.
Yeah.
And
It's been a wee while since we've been there.
It's
Well,
like
the
every
last
6 weeks you got a home game. Every
the
6
last
weeks you
league
got
game, the last league game would have been the 27th of October against Motherwell.
Wow. Quite incredible. You know, it's hard to believe that, really. I have to say that. It's quite hard to believe it. Let me check something.
Aye, away to Hamilton, away to Feyenoord, home to Hearts, away to Aberdeen. Nice easy win at Hampden. Home to Young Boys, away to Motherwell, away to Hibs, home to Kilmarnock and away to them. So,
Easy games. And fun.
3, 6, 8, 10 games. 10 games and what? 4, 6, 35 days, Bridge.
Amazing, isn't it? It's amazing. I wonder if we knew, just for a second, do we know if that's like eachy peachy for home and away? Is it level or is there any?
No, there's a more away. By the time
More away games, is it?
By the time that's finished, we'll have played a more away games, mate. Between now and Christmas.
Well, but that's not even giving you the split, the after split games, is it?
No,
you don't know what the split's going to be.
No, but you need to wait and see the league positions. But league games, just league games, we'll get them away, Hibs away, Motherwell away, Aberdeen away, Hamilton away, and at home we've got Hearts and Kilmarnock in the same period, mate.
Kings. There's a lot of games in it. My God.
So that is mental, really, when you think about it. Between the 26th of December and the 27th of October, we'll have fitted in one league game at Ibrox, mate.
Wow.
Home to Hearts. That's unbelievable, Fox, isn't it?
That is indeed.
That's
Can't say too much about it. We can't complain.
No, you've got to play them at some time, mate. 3 points is 3 points, and you've got to play them. But it's just a run again. What I'm saying is, I'm not talking about the wins. I'm talking about the supporters not getting even up when they can go to home away. You know what I mean, Fox?
Well, that's the way it used to balance out, but it's far from that now.
You know. So, are you looking forward to all the fixtures then, Bridge?
Oh, aye. Yeah, I feel...
No,
maybe
Bridge,
it's just me.
Bridge.
What was that?
I'll rephrase that. Right, listen, Fox. Are you looking forward to all the fixtures, Bridge?
I am indeed, yes.
Aye, stick, mate. Absolutely thick.
Well, I've missed it.
You've not got a ticket for the cup final,
Oh,
have
right,
you?
sorry, I've not got a ticket for the cup final. Apart from that, I'm gutted with that. I'm
Oh, so am I.
gutted.
I never
And
get
you-
one either.
Did you not get one either? Why is that Oxtear? That's shocking you doing that to us. Just because you've got one.
Oh,
Shocking.
wait a minute. I never get one.
You've got at least one then.
No, wait a minute. I never get any. Right? I never get any.
Okay,
Right? You have got this conspiracy that all the pensioners get knocked back.
I think that's
we're quite
exactly
as
right.
well. That's justified, that complaint. It's got justified. You youngsters, you young men are all getting all these tickets that are going around, and the old guys like me and Foxy. I think Foxy's a bit older than me, right enough. But,
I think so.
Desperately needing a ticket.
So we reckon that's the first final you've missed since potentially missed. There's a few weeks to go then since you come back from South Africa. Is that correct?
No, when I come back up for England, I've not missed very many.
Right.
But I've normally always managed to get tickets. But things have changed. Certainly in the last 10 years, because I can't even think back that far. There are times when I had to work on a Sunday, miss some important games.
All right, so you're not a part-time fan, so you don't deserve a ticket anyway.
All right.
You just let the cat out of the bag, Fox. You take a double time with an offer in the bin, the Rangers.
But it's a long time since I've actually missed one of these big games like that, you know.
Listen,
but to miss out in the ballot, it's even worse. Season ticket
we're victims of our own success, mate. I think. I don't know how you. Well, for a start, Hampden's no big enough. Yeah. It's not fit for purpose. Obviously, if there was an extra 20,000 seats there and we get another 10,000, it still wouldn't be big enough, but it would help. But I've not got the answer to how you please everybody with this scramble for tickets, Fox. I mean, I know a good friend of yours, Big Stevie. We're trying to help him out. We're trying to help Bridge out when we're here, but it's very, very difficult.
That is indeed. When there's not enough to get around, some people have got to miss out, and unfortunately, it's me and Bridges' turn this time.
Well, I think our good friend Rudy Bear will probably come to the rescue because he's a nice guy that way. He's a nice guy. Rudy Bear, I think he'll get us a ticket.
All right, okay.
Well, I'm hoping. This is hopeful. So I think that Rudy Bear will do everything he can to get us a ticket. He might just turn and say, "No, F off, you're not getting in."
If I manage to get a hold of one, Bridge, I'll pass it on to you.
You're a good. Not just pass it on. I'll give you the money for it.
And if I get one, Bridge, I'll send you a copy of
it. You rat. He's not giving us some stick here, Fox.
If people had to listen, I'm glad the Old School Blue was there supporting me. The fright I had to listen to was worse than Joe Swinson on the big debate there.
Oh dear.
We used to try to say it was a conspiracy theory for the pensioners.
Well, it is the poor pensioners, the concession holders. It seems like I know two that haven't got it. I'm in the list, you know. But
I know another 40. I know another 40 non-pensioners. So what does that mean?
That means that the non-pensioners are getting them.
No, they're no.
Poor pensioners are no. No, do you mean the non-pensioners that didn't get on the ballot? Is that what you mean?
Big Stevie's not a pensioner, is he?
Oh, of course not. Right enough.
Far from it. His young boy, he's not a pensioner.
Are they on CCS? Are they? Aye.
I don't know if they take gas or no, Fox.
Very quick there, Oxtail. That was good. That was a quick one.
All right, we sneaked in the boys' gate, but we've been joined by Stardog. Evening, Stardog.
Evening, guys. How are yous?
I just, if you're going to come in, you need to watch your timekeeping. Just letting you know, all right?
Did you get a ticket, Stardog? No, mate, I've not got a ticket. I've not got a ticket, mate.
He's not a pensioner, is he?
No.
He's not whinging about it. He's taking it like a man.
Right. I did, but
We fought in the war for you, mean Bridge.
Used to, wait a minute, used to never done nay fighting. Only fighting was up
We
there
were
with
crawling
Cardinal
through
used
the
to.
jungle with a knife in the teeth and all that for many a year, weren't we, Bridge?
Aye, that was up the drum. Aye.
The only fighting used to done was up with a Cardinal.
Well, we done that as well. Aye, that's that. Although I don't think that a hooligan like Fox was allowed up next to Locarno. I think it was a bit too staid
rough.
for him.
Too rough. You can't please everybody with all tickets, Stardog, yeah?
No, yeah, definitely can, mate. I mean, like you say, Ox, especially when it comes to Hampden, it's an all-fun final as well, mate. It's really just no big enough, mate. It's really no. I mean, both teams, as we know, could fill that stadium through just on their own with their own support. So it's obviously no big enough. There's going to be a lot of unhappy people, mate, missing out. That's just obviously the way it goes, isn't it? Until the SFA or anything can come up with a bigger or a better stadium, mate, that's what we're going to be stuck with for finals, unfortunately, because I don't ever see them moving it to Murrayfield. I think they've already went through that kind of debate last season, so unfortunately we're going to be stuck with ham dump, as JFK calls it, mate.
But I think with even with Murrayfield, you're only getting an extra 10,000. I know it's a lot, but I think you're only getting an extra 10,000. Was it 60,000 seater?
That could have got you your ticket, Bridge.
No, all I'm just meaning from a stadium perspective. I don't think
I know.
That falls into the bracket of not fit for certainly for the two big clubs who get 50,000 season ticket holders, you know.
Anyway, we've been joined by a caller, evening caller. Oh, he's gone. Hey, listen, don't feel sorry for him. Every time I've took them to the game, I end up getting an extra ticket. And it's usually after Bovis, these two.
The hooligans.
How can you include me in that and then a blame?
Take this one. Carry on. I'm an ex-taxi driver. I know where I'm going.
Then down there, keep in the inside lane. That's the bus lane.
No, I can't go in here, folks. No, you'll be all right. You'll be all right. Fine.
I'll get back to you. Bye.
Who's it? Oh, we try to bring him back in. The caller. Aye, but the bottom line is, Fox, it's very, very hard. If you think back when we maybe the 120,000 there in the 80s, 90s and 100,000, at least you'd 50,000. In reality, I think the club get 14,000, is that right?
I've no idea how many they got. I just know they never got enough. Anyway, move on to the ticket.
Enough for me and Foxy.
Right, just want you to feel better. Right, well, listen, we've had an interview today, and we'll maybe get a flavour for what the team's going to be on Sunday, Stardog.
Excellent. I had a wee listen earlier on the day, mate, so I did. Interesting.
All right, so we'll maybe hear from your manager, Stephen Gerrard, MBA, if that's all right with you, Fox.
Okay.
And then we'll start talking about what we think the team's going to be on Sunday. So get yourself in mute.
Normal stuff, school runs, giving Alex a touch with the 4 kids. So, yeah, really quiet. I had a day in London, which was nice. Always nice to visit the capital for a nice little day away alone with me and my wife. That was it, really.
It's a rare break in a busy season, isn't it? Is it important to actually get a bit of downtime once in a while?
It is nice, actually. Obviously, the form we were in, there's one part of you thinking we want to just continue to play because we're in good form and the players are playing well. But at the same time, it is important. So when your rest comes around, for myself and my staff and the non-international lads, it's important to use it in the right way. And it's really nice for us to sit at home and watch all these lads continue to work really, really hard.
What did, obviously Ryan got a couple of games for Scotland with the break. What did you make of his performance?
Yeah, I thought, I watched both games. I thought against Cyprus, he was finding his way back into the international setup, getting used to the players around him, if you like. I think it was his first start under Steve Clarke, so I think Ryan's performance looked to me like he was adapting to everyone around him. In the second game, I thought he was outstanding and showed the form that he's been in for us for an awful long time. And I'm sure he's give Steve Clarke something to think about, because I thought that midfield three, just to prove that I'm not biased, I thought McGregor, Jack and John McGinn were outstanding as a threesome.
Yeah, heart and mouth have you got when they get that kick in the knee towards the end? Sorry? I think you have heart and mouth have you got when they get the kick in the knee towards the end of you?
No, not at all. That's Jacko's Jacko. I know what Jacko's about. Jacko will run through that wall if you asked him. He's hungry. He's desperate to play football. He's almost impossible to leave out and rest and offload, because he gives you that type of look which says, I don't want that. I think he's missed enough football over the years. He knows he's in a great place. And when you have that feeling as a player, you just want to continue to play.
Has everyone come back from the internationals unscathed?
Yes, we've had some luck in that department. Everyone's fine. We've got a full fit squad. So Jordan Jones has joined us the last couple of days. Everyone across the board is fitting well. We're just waiting for Alfredo to return. He'll be tomorrow. So
I suppose that's all your fear with that international, you played so well that you're like, we've got to just cross your fingers that you'll come back in one piece.
Yeah, you do. Listen, we're very proud to let our players go, and I love nothing better to see my lads get called up and represent the country. It's something I experienced myself, and some of the best memories I had as a player was representing my country. So it's fantastic to let them go and play for the countries. But in my shoes, of course, you're always watching and you're waiting for the emails to land to make sure that they're available for the next game.
Scotland's found out today that they'll play the playoff semi-final. Given that it's been so long since Scotland made it to a tournament, do you think everything should be done to help the national team if it means moving fixtures?
Well, look, I think I represent this club in this country, so for me, I give it the support I need to give it. I certainly won't be standing in the way, but we don't make them decisions. Obviously, it'll be down to the SFA and stuff, but we'll go with the flow, and if it means us skipping a game or adjusting a game, we'll do everything we can to support. That's what you've got to do.
Stephen, this question for you and Philippe. You've got three boys, I think, that are through to the Euros. Philippe, Borna and Glenn, what do you think that means for these players for the rest of the season? And for you, Philippe, how big an achievement is that for you to be part of the squad?
Oh well, it's always, you're always proud to represent your country, and it's going to be, hopefully if I get selected in the final squad, it's going to be an amazing experience. So but during the season it doesn't change really anything. You know, we don't have the next time with the national team until March, so you know, all focus is going to be here. So well, it doesn't make any difference.
Well, that's what your national team manager has made of your performances here. What has he said to you about your time at Rangers?
Well, he was surprised that I started to score a few goals, but no, he liked what he has seen. So and just he's happy that I got to play a lot of games.
I think first of all, congratulations to all the boys that have qualified. I think it's fantastic for them from a personal point of view, and I think it's the pinnacle of all players' careers to go and represent your country in a major tournament. Of course it is, but I'm sure all the national team managers will back me up here. It's important that they stay healthy and continue to find consistency within the games and keep pushing for a place in the last, 22, 23 players that get selected, because if you think you're going to be an automatic choice and you can come off the gas and that type of stuff, you could find you miss out on the squad, because I'm sure there's an awful lot of players wanting to push and go and sample that experience, as well as the lads that have just been involved in these qualifiers.
From your experience as a player, when you had a big tournament at the end of the season to look forward to, did that give you that extra spot playing through the remainder of the season?
You know, you're always playing for a place in the 23 and you're always wanting to be in the 11. For me, the focus was never the 23. It was always my national team manager could be watching me either in the stadium or he could be at home watching this game, and I want to show to him that I'm one of the best midfielders in the country and I want to be in his 11. That was always my way of facing it, and Phil's got some real important games coming up, not just in this block, but from now till March and then beyond to May, where he can really show as national team manager that he's one of the best centre halves in Sweden, and he deserves a place in the final 23, and that goes for Glenn and the other lads that have qualified.
Obviously, spoken a lot this season about Alfredo, but what do you think about him getting his first international goal?
Yeah, we're very pleased for him. I think from our point of view, it was only a matter of time. I think the form he's in, not just the talent and the ability to score goals, I think his all-round game and his behaviour certainly improved. We know if we can keep him in this moment, we knew it was only going to be a matter of time before A, he'd get called up, 2, he'd get an opportunity, and 3, he'd score a goal, because that's what he does.
There's been question marks over in terms of scoring big games, but one by one he's starting to take these things off, isn't he?
Yeah, I think people forget he's still 22. His numbers speak for themselves. He's box office, and that's the reason why everyone talks about him and questions him and sets him the next challenge. But I've got no doubt he'll continue to answer all the questions that come his way. If he stays focused, if he keeps living for the game, I've got no doubt that he'll continue to break many, many records.
You say he's not due back until tomorrow. Does that perhaps put his place for Sunday's game down just for the challenge?
I'm not telling you my team against Hamilton, but good try.
Stephen, in terms of Glenn, there was a report that suggested that perhaps the club was looking to speak to him about a new deal over apparent interest from down south. Can you offer any clarity on that?
We haven't heard of any interest down south. We've read tons about it. We haven't heard about that interest. Glenn's doing fine. Glenn got a real good, strong contract here when he came from Dundee, and we pounced for him nice and early to make sure he got here 6 months in advance. So he's got a real strong, healthy contract. He's in good form. He's playing well. But the message for Glenn and the other players out there is we always reward our players for consistent performances over a long period of time, and Glenn will be treated no different. So all the players need to continue to win football matches and try and do everything they can to bring success back to the club, and then they won't have to worry about contracts. I'm sure they'll get well looked after.
Has he been pleased with the way he's been playing, particularly off late?
Glenn Kamara, he's been outstanding since he walked in the door. He's still young as well, of course. He's going to have days where he's not 9, 10 out of 10, of course. He's a human being, but I've been absolutely delighted with Glenn Kamara since he come in the door, and sometimes I still have to pinch myself to realise that we got that player for how we did and what we got him for.
Has there been interest from abroad? You said nothing from down south, because he's obviously shown for Finland on the European stage.
I wouldn't be surprised if there's interest in Glenn Kamara across the board, because he's an outstanding footballer who's been schooled unbelievably well at Arsenal. I'd say he's probably jumped ship. People will have their own opinion on whether it was too soon or whether he should have stayed at Arsenal or blah blah. But he wanted to go and play, and fair play to him. He's gone to Dundee. Neil McCann's done an excellent job with him there. Give him the opportunity to play regularly in a first team for 3 important points with a crowd behind them, and then thankfully we've come in at the right time and got him at a steal.
Steve, when do you think Jordan Jones will be back then?
He's back now in terms of full training. He's missed 11 weeks, which is probably a couple of weeks longer than we originally thought. I think that's been a real frustrating one for the player himself, for me. But I'm delighted to have him back. His first session yesterday, I think he trained on adrenaline and excitement, and he was outstanding. I wouldn't be surprised in the next couple of sessions he finds it tough. But I predict he'll be available for selection in probably 10 days' time, maybe, when he's had a full, strong week under his belt, and then he'll be available for selection.
Given the run of fixtures you're going to have before the winter break, I mean, it's good to have so many options for you.
Yeah, it's great to have a fully fit squad. Obviously, we need to continue to look after the players. There's some really interesting fixtures in this next block up to Christmas and beyond. But it's exciting. I mean, the players have earned this by going on a run in the League Cup and performing ever so well in the Europa League and taking it down to the final 2 games. The players have earned the chance to have such an exciting block, and we're all really looking forward to it. But for me, the message to the players has to be the next game. And it's Hamilton away in the league, 3 very important points, and our total focus is on that.
You think have a bit of a selection crisis? I think we've 7 or 8 guys perhaps out for some of these games, but I suppose you don't underestimate them. So.
Never underestimate anyone. I think it's always important to show respect. I've got a lot of respect for Brian as a coach. So yeah, we don't focus on the opposition. We obviously prepare like we always do for the best Hamilton, and the cameras are there for a lot of their players. It's a big fixture. Rangers coming to town, so they've had a good few weeks to prepare for this game. So we always prepare for the best Hamilton.
Stephen, I appreciate your concentration all on Sunday's game, but can I check, have your paths ever crossed with Dick Advocaat, and how do you sum up this one on Thursday?
I'm not sure. I can't think they have. Maybe at international. Maybe, I'm not sure. You'll have to dig as deep. My memory's not really good. But he's certainly someone who I've looked at from afar. A lot of admiration for. Obviously, done a fantastic job here. And it'll be a test. It'll be a challenge. It'll be different from Jaap Stam because he plays different, of course. And it's a fixture that we're really looking forward to. But as I say, we've got work to do before we set off for Rotterdam.
And Philly, one final question to you, just again back to the international scene. Do you feel that your decision to leave Italy to come to Scotland has been vindicated? The manager has 4 defenders to choose from. You seem to have taken one of those slots. You're scoring the goals and you're in the international squad as well. Does that justify your decision to make the move?
Well, I was quite happy to come here straight from the start. That's why I choose to come here as well, because I thought it was going to be a good opportunity for me, and it has been. I think all the people around the club have been treating me very well, and of course when you're in a team that's winning, it's always a lot easier.
Well, thanks for that, Fox, Old School Blue. We're back, gentlemen.
Yeah, indeed.
All right.
Yep, back.
Are you back? Yeah, Stardog, all right?
I'm back, mate, aye.
Did you get yourself a wee sandwich here?
No.
All right, saving that for the tunes.
Yep, saving that for the tunes.
All right, okay. Are you back, Fox?
I am.
All right, okay.
What was that last question that Raman Bagwash was asking?
The very last one?
Right at the very end there.
He just asked if Harlander was justified in moving to Scotland because of his form and obviously getting selected for the national team. That's the way I heard it.
Right.
And the big man said he was coming anyway. He was happy to come anyway. But I suppose the big talking point will be that it doesn't look as if Morelos is going to start on Sunday. Stardom.
Yeah, that's what I was meaning before, mate, and I was saying it was interesting. He's not going to be back in the country to tomorrow, so it looks as if your prediction for him resting, having a wee week's rest, mate, and being available for Thursday hasn't going to be far off rang, mate. So, aye, but what will be, mate. I mean, I'm happy enough with Jermaine Defoe. I think he's actually scored more goals than Morelos in the league. I'm not sure if that's still the same, but I'm pretty sure it is. So I'm happy enough with Jermaine Defoe.
I mean, obviously, bit of travelling gets back tomorrow. I mean, there's still a chance he can play. It's not as if he's jogging him. He's getting the best of transport.
Aye.
He's coming for
and he did only play 1/2 for Colombia his last game there, didn't he?
1.5 games he played, didn't he?
Yep.
You know, but it doesn't look to me as if he'll start. Bridgeman?
I would love him. And obviously, I agree with you that the probability is he won't. But I'd love him to start because I think he's got a chance of adding to his goal tally against Hamilton. I'd love it. I'd love to see it happening. I reckon he could get in there and score another goal or maybe more. That would be wonderful for him. And just if he gets goals in the first half or a goal in the first half, then just change him over with Morelos for the second. If it works that way, they might ask him and he say no, I don't want to, or vice versa. Might want to say yeah, I want to play. Only for his goal scoring and his goal tally. I'd love him to be the one that breaks every record that we've got.
Yeah, but unfortunately the manager's got to look at the big picture. So I'm predicting, and I might be wrong, Fox, but I don't think he's going to start.
By the sounds of it, I don't think so myself. Is there any reason why he's a day late in coming back? Has MD read anything? I mean, it's only a 6-hour flight, mate, and his last game was on Wednesday night in America. Although it was early morning here, it's a 6-hour flight. You'd have thought he'd have been back yesterday, wouldn't you?
Could maybe do a bit of man management, Fox, give him an extra day and things like that earlier.
Sports scientists, you might have to get the liquids in you before you fly.
Maybe so.
Is there any possibility they had to go back to Colombia? You know, all the team went back to Colombia.
Are you saying he's bringing a package back to Colombia? Is that
No, I'm not saying that at all. I mean, after the game, maybe they had to all go back to Colombia, for instance, and sort of down scale.
I don't think so. I think they just went far and wide to the USA, mate. But I can only think, Fox, it's the sports side. You need to rehydrate before you travel.
I mean, don't get me wrong, it wouldn't surprise me if Morelos started. He doesn't seem to carry any knocks. He's always fit. It wouldn't be a great surprise to everybody if he started on Sunday. But Jermaine Defoe has got a good scoring rate. I think he scored a hat-trick against Hamilton the last time he played them, did he know? So, I mean, we would like to see our best players and our strongest team out all the time playing. But I don't suppose it'll be too big a shock if Jermaine Defoe starts on Sunday.
I don't even, but I'm delighted. I like Defoe. I think he needs more time as well on the pitch. The only reason I'm saying I would like to see Morelos starting is to give him more chance to score and score as many goals as he can. That's what I'd love to see. But Defoe's fine. Hey.
Oh, sorry, lads. Aye, well, we'll see. But that's what it looks like. And great that we've no injuries now. Not one. That must be unusual. I can't think of a time. I can never think of that. Stardom and Bridge.
Right, it's a good problem to have, mate, having everybody fit and available for selection. I mean, I'm very much like yourself. I can rarely think of a time where Rangers have had some sort of injury or suspension, mate. I mean, last season it was just hellish, wasn't it? There was a player getting sent off every second or third game, and there was injuries, there was a bit of everything, mate. So, when I found it interesting the way he spoke about Ryan Jack as well, saying that he'd missed enough football and thinks it's just time for him now just to be consistent. I love that, mate, but I'm like Bridgeman as well. I wish I would feel the same about Morelos and just let him keep this great goal scoring form up and just let him play, mate. If he said he wants to play and fit to play, then you play him, and then if he's not performing well in the game, you make a judgment on it and you get Jermaine Defoe on.
I don't think it's quite that simple with the sports scientists now, mate.
No, I know.
You know. But I get your point, Bridgeman.
Yeah, and sports scientists are there to positive, to be positive about the players and make sure that they're okay. And the manager must go with their advice. Certainly, most of the time, anyway. There are always sometimes he wants to overrule them, but it might be fraught with danger. So before the sports scientists say, look, we need to get this done and that done and that done, we'll let you know in a day, something like that. And the manager's going to bite his teeth and bite his tongue rather and let go with it. Once again, I'll say it. I've got no qualms about Defoe playing for us. No qualms at all, because he's a superb striker. Wonderful about the way he strolls about the park, the way he holds himself. I think he's great, absolutely great. And yeah, last time he played Hamilton, scored a hat-trick. So I dare say he might be sort of ready to bust a gut and get a couple of goals in. So it's looking good no matter what happens. Get out there, Rangers, and demollicate them.
I want Alfredo to break a few records, Stardom, but it's very important sometimes the bigger picture rather than individual awards.
I think we're at this stage of the season now, mate, where it's getting to an important time for us, mate. And the Feyenoord game, it could come to meaning so much to us, mate. And I'm very much like you if I'm thinking past this game to the Feyenoord game, which I don't like today. But I think we need 100% fit Alfredo Morelos, mate, if we have to grab anything over here on Thursday night, mate. So I'm like Bridge. I'm more than happy to go with Jermaine Defoe on Sunday. I would like to see the main man in there breaking records, especially the Negri one. Because I mean that would be a special record to get more goals than him before Christmas. But no, I'm happy enough with Jermaine. He scores the goals for fun. I don't know about half tricks on Sunday, mate, but I would take an Ed Barisic free kick because he scored against them too, didn't he?
Absolutely.
The way things are going for him now, mate, but it's possible, mate.
I want to know, Jermaine Defoe. Brilliant song.
The Barisic one's better. The Barisic one's better.
How does that one go?
What's the Barisic one?
Born the Barisic. He comes and goes. He comes and goes.
Who sung that?
Boy George.
Boy George. Culture Club. That's who it was. Culture Club.
Correct.
Did I miss out in that round of drinks there?
Are you going to use a song as well, Fox?
Oh, no chance, I can't sing, mate.
Dog.
Oxtail was singing last night. You should give a wee song tonight.
Yeah.
When you said you'd never sing that live in air, you've just done it.
No, I don't mind singing live for the troops, mate.
Good man. So what song's the best, Fox? What you going for?
Oh, I think I would flip for Bridge there. He'd more harmony in his voice there.
Danger, man. I tell you what, there's a steward's inquiry getting into your judgment, Fox.
I think I'd need to go with Bridge as well, mate. I think he was more tuneful and more soul in his voice.
Nah, he's out of order. Sung my hair out there. I can feel my middle finger twitching again.
In fact, if this is the X Factor, Bridge would get the golden buzzer.
And I would have got 3 red ones.
You'd have been on the shoot. On you go, Bridge.
Shocker. I was going to say, can we not get Foxy to give us a wee number? Because Foxy's quite good.
You ever heard Fox sing Moon River? It's absolutely brilliant, mate.
I bet it is, you know.
Oh, mate, you've no love till you've heard Fox sing Moon River.
Oh, aye. No soul in
Fox,
me, mate.
do you know the song Moon River? Who was it that sung it? In England here or in Britain? There's a young boy from South Africa, somebody Williams. Do you remember it?
I don't know.
Do you not know that song, Moon River?
Talking about soul, that reminds me a couple of years ago I took my best brogues into the cobblers to get my shoes sold. He says, come back on Thursday. I went back on Thursday and he says, £2.10. That's all I could get for them.
Got yourself, Foxy. I took my best brogues. Brilliant.
Ah, the Allians are the best.
Absolutely.
Oh, Stardog, what do you get here, mate?
Aye, they lost me, mate. They lost me about 5 minutes ago.
Blue-Eyed Jack's got it. Danny Williams. There you are. Well done, Blue-Eyed Jack. Danny Williams.
Fox struck me as a kind of Blueberry Hill guy or one of them yins.
Oh, Blueberry Hill, aye. I'm an old man like that. Blueberry Hill.
Aye, that's my papa's favourite karaoke song. That's what he has when he said too much to drink and you get the old Blueberry Hill number out.
How does that one go? Can you remember that one?
No, I'm not doing that, mate.
No. Join in, man.
No, you're at it. You start it off. Apparently you've got the voice of an angel. The public don't want to hear me. The public's spoken.
No.
Oh, no, the public's spoken, mate. You've got the voice. Crack it off. On you go.
My memory's gone, man. I can't remember how it starts.
You found your what?
Say that again.
You found your what, and where did you find it?
I found my thrill. Do. On Blueberry Hill. Is that the one?
For God's sake,
That's
somebody phone in and get us away from that.
Anyway, back to the football. So, what's your team on Sunday, Fox?
I think there might be a surprise. I've got a feeling Big Katic will make an appearance, mate.
For Hollander?
Aye, I honestly do. I think I've just got a feeling that he'll change it, but probably I'll be wrong. If not, it'll be the same back five. Don't see any difference in the midfield. Maybe a chance of Jordan Jones coming back into the right-hand side of the team.
Don't see it, mate. No yet, mate. I don't think we'll see him for at least a couple of weeks. You know.
Yeah, well, we'll wait and see.
So, what's your midfield then?
Jack Davis and Kamara, mate.
Right, so you're leaving Big Aribo after that goal he scored in the last game?
Aye, well, I think that's our strongest midfield.
All right, okay. I've got Aribo playing Stardog.
Full team or just the midfield?
The whole team, mate, for you.
It'll be the same back five for me, mate, just to keep it more simple. My midfield's Jack, Kamara and Aribo. I think Davis is also one that'll be saved for Thursday. And up front it'll be Defoe with Ryan Kent on the left, and I've no clue. It could be either one or a three.
David.
Hello, David.
Well, he was there, but they've gone. The callers were having trouble with the phones, but we'll get them.
Midfield, the right hand side, mate, could be any one or three. It could be Barker, Greg Stewart, Arfield on 34, even Ojo. So that's that. I don't know, mate. You always get a mixed bag out on the right hand side.
Oh, I think we've got a caller. Let me see. Evening,
Jim
caller.
Paisley.
Oh, how we doing, Jim? You have a favourite few numbers. How we doing, Jim?
Alright, Brian, you had one from Australia.
Turn it off, mate. Where were you going?
Aye, that's me sorted. I thought it was Desert Island.
Are you a Moon River or a Blueberry Hill man?
Moon River, every day of the week.
Well, give us the first verse then, just the first verse.
Listen, I'll crack your jokes here.
You're famous for them, Jim. You're famous for them. What's on your mind?
Love it.
Oh, listen, you were saying earlier on there. By the way, I've no tickets either. I got a final.
And you're not a pensioner, Jim, you know?
No, I'm not a pensioner yet. I've got a couple of years ago.
You go, that blasts that conspiracy theory out the window.
Aye. I was in the booth or in my pub earlier on there, assessment in there. My governor in there, he's got 2 out of 5. He's boasting of this. They're gutted by, you know.
I suppose.
Aye.
What else is on your mind, Jimbo?
They're telling Morelos not coming back. I think it's a good excuse to drop him, you know. The man in form, it's a good excuse to say you're not playing because you've been to combat. And let Jermaine Defoe play, I think, at this time on the park. We've got a cup final coming up there. We need 2 strikers. You know, match fit. All the games coming up. I think it's a good time to play Defoe on Sunday.
I think Defoe will start, mate. I really do.
Aye. I think it's a good idea.
Aye, you fall for it.
Yeah.
Bridgeman?
I've got questions to ask on it, but simply because I'm thinking all the guys that were away on the international football, obviously some have had longer distances and maybe need a bit more break before they would play 90 minutes. But has Barisic played this week at all?
He came on for the last 10 minutes, I think, in the second game.
So it was away and he's played. Hellender's played. He was away and he played. And our 3 midfield all went away and played this week. So
we're 4 midfield.
Are you counting Aribo in that?
Aye, he went away and played.
That's fine. So, okay, I was just talking about the 3 lads that normally play, and Aribo as well. So quite a lot of guys went away, and I know we've got quite a deep pool. I don't know if the manager will do a bit of mix and match. But personally, I would like to keep it the same at the back with the same goalkeeper and the same back. The midfield, well, you know, you could, in fact, because Kamara, you could in fact swap Kamara and Aribo just for saying sake, but you're still, you could maybe give one half and one and the other, you know. You follow what I mean?
I'm saying that too. Steve Davis is playing with the Northern Ireland too. We got David Hanley,
No, I'm saying that all of our midfield, the 3 guys that are normally in our midfield were away playing or a bit on international duty. All I was meaning was with Kamara, you could, if he was away further, maybe some guys are away further, you could swap them, just get them 45 each. But it's really difficult. I would stick with the 3 normal, or strongest midfield, and I'd go for Barker up the right, Kent on the left, and Defoe and through the middle. But providing Morelos isn't quite ready yet, you know.
Whether he's ready or not, I'll still leave him out, just to give Jermaine Defoe some time.
We were just speaking about a wee minute ago there, Jim, and yes, there's a great school of thought says just leave him on the bench or something like that. If need be, we'll bring him on, because we've done that for a couple of times this season.
I'm comfortable with Jim's suggestion. Start, Doug.
Aye, definitely, mate. As I say, I'm more than happy with Jermaine Defoe up front. He scores plenty of goals himself as well. I just think it's important for the full team, mate, to kick off and just get a right good start to the game, mate. I know I was real about the early goal, but in these away games, mate, these tricky wee stadiums, with a team that's just set up simply to defend against you, I think if you can get a goal early, mate, then very rarely these teams have got a plan B. You know what I mean? It's very much damage limitation after that, so it's important the team start well, mate. And if Jermaine Defoe can bag himself a couple of goals, then fair play.
I think it makes sense. I agree with Jim about the Morelos situation, Fox.
Aye, well, resting Morelos?
Aye, I do. I really think it makes sense.
It probably does, but everybody else is wanting to see us put out our strongest team, because every point's a prisoner in these next so many, 10 games up to Christmas. So if I had the choice, I'd have Morelos up front first. But I can understand the manager if he wants to use the full strength of the squad there these 10 games. And Sunday might be the first of that, and Defoe may come in.
You know, I think Defoe needs some time on the park, Fox. He's been missing for a couple of weeks, so he's not really been getting any time on the park. I think
the whole point, Jim, is Morelos deserves to stay in all the time because he's scoring goals, you know.
Aye, but I think it's an excuse for the manager just to drop him. That's what I'm saying. No, but just to say to him, no, you're not playing today because you've been to Colombia, you've been away, you know. We're not dropping him, we're just saying to him, you know. I know he wants to play every game, you know. We know
there's a difference between resting somebody because of a big picture of the flight and dropping him because he's not playing well, Jim.
Aye, that's what I'm saying. Just an excuse to no play him. You know what I mean? That makes sense, I don't know.
Aye. If I was Morelos, I would say, right, I'll go on. As soon as Defoe scored 2, take him off, I'm going on.
Aye, absolutely.
That's a good point as well. I was going to do it the reverse, man. It says if Morelos starts, if he gets a goal or two, then just get him off at half time and put Defoe and let him go on with it, you know.
Aye. That's it. That's what I'm going to say, guys.
I just to say to you, look, the truth of the matter is, Kellog's put the post on a post in the lobby there, and it's absolutely true, and we've all been saying it for a wee while. Any player who's on form wants to play. Ask him if he wants to play, he'll say aye, because he's on a run of form.
So, manager's
got to make a decision. That's what I was going to say. Well said, Kellogg, anyway.
He's a nice guy, that Kellogg.
Kellogg's a right good guy. Good guy.
Fox?
One of the few.
Fox is the comment.
Commenting on what?
Kellogg.
What, my brother? He's a tip-top guy.
Oh, well done, Foxy. Oh, Kellogg, you got lots of fans, pal. Lots of fans.
Right, Jimbo. Anything else before you go, mate?
I was going to ask if I was on the lane and listening to the Colts and the young boys and that. There's a lot of things to talk about the right back, young boy Peterson. Folks must know something about him. He seems to be a staff.
Patterson, pal.
Patterson, aye.
You get mixed up with JFK. That's Peterson Park.
He seems to be he seems to be a staff of the future. I don't know anything about him. Just what I read, but the folks maybe know something about that, does he?
He's a terrific young prospect who's really improved a lot this season playing in the Colts side. He gets up and down the park a bit like Tav. He can get a good cross in. It looks as though, in the way the backroom staff are talking about him, Jim, that we're going to see this boy in the next maybe year to 2 years claiming a spot in the team. That's how highly they think of him.
Exciting. Seems exciting, yeah. The exciting squad they've got there, Fox, have the young boys all over the place. from the 19.
They have. I mean, you go through all the age groups. There's one or two stick out, and the young boy Lowry, young boy with long hair, plays in midfield. There's quite a few people talking about him. Lewis Mayo. There's of course Zach Rudden. It's the boy. Madubi as well. There's that many of them, mate, that's all making an impression at all youth levels. And the future.
Stephen Kelly's doing the business way and all.
Aye, there's a load of them all there.
One of the boys in the lobby is asking a question here. Does the show or the panel here on the show know that Hamilton have got a very, shall we say, limited squad this week?
What injuries? Aye. We do know that.
That can work both ways.
So did Hearts when we went to play them at Tynecastle.
Yeah.
But young boys can step up to the plate and have a good game as well, So
that's what we're saying the other night. That's one of the things we've got to watch out for. If
they haven't been playing that bad, Bridge Hamilton. They've been scoring goals, or they've had a lot of draws recently, but I think only Aberdeen's beat them 1-0 in the last 5 games or something.
Yeah. Well, we've got to watch it. Once again, I'll say it. The next game, this is the biggest game of our season, and that's the way we need to look at every single game. Just take it as it comes. And I see when the manager was doing the discussion there, his press conference, and who was it? Bagwash that asked him the question about Dick Thursday. I think the manager should have just cut him straight off. I know he doesn't like to do that, but I think he should have cut him straight off and said, no, we're just talking about today, Sunday. That's what I think he should do.
I'll tell you what I took out the manager's press conference was he was reminding all the players, those that were on international duty and those who weren't, that if you play well enough for long enough with Rangers, you will be rewarded. That's what I took out his press conference.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Absolutely.
Aye, man.
So, Fox, can I ask you another question just for a go there?
Aye,
We've chances against Inverness Cali Thistle in the next round of this tournament.
Young boys.
Once again, it's going to be the physicality more than the skill that they've got to overcome, I think, Jim. Inverness Cali, as we know, when they played in the Premier League, were a physical team, and some of these young boys aren't felt out yet. Although they've got tremendous skills, I think height and battling qualities could maybe be their downfall, I did say before the last game that I'd have brought in Edmondson to shore up the back against Wrexham.
Did he not turn up against Wrexham?
Aye, he did.
I thought that. I remember you saying that. I remember that. Of course, you were right that night.
And maybe against Inverness Cali they could go down the same route of playing one of either him or Katic to give them a wee bit of strength at the back, because in the outfield they're very, very good. Going forward, it's just that the physicality may defeat them with high balls into the box.
See the boys that's got them there originally. You're going to start trapping people because they get near the final. You wouldn't do that. Absolutely not.
No, I'm just saying one to give them a wee chance.
Aye.
Right. Well, listen, Jimbo, thanks for the call, mate.
Hey, all the best, guys.
All right.
Cheers, you too, Jim. You too, pal.
You good? Right.
Cheers. One of the characters of Rangers Radio star, Jim, isn't he?
Fuck's sake, I can't hear myself.
Oh.
Where's your banhammer? Get the banhammer out.
Oh. Stardog?
I'm here, mate.
Was that no Forbear?
No, Stardog.
No,
I'm here.
Okay.
I think what's happening, Fox, is everybody's looking at the whole club now a wee bit because of the interest that this youth have stirred up maybe in the last year. Is that fair? We never used to bother much, did we? But when they won the Alcast Cup and the results they've had all in Europe, we're looking at it and saying, wait a minute, we're getting something right. We never looked at that before much, did we?
No, I mean, Ochanawi was looked at mate, is a waste of money by a lot of people. Although it's the first team's home as well, but people always took it to be where we would train up the youngsters. And in the last couple of years, we've now changed those thoughts, and we can now see that we've got exciting prospects coming through at all levels. And I think that kind of justifies the money that's put into Okinawa. As I say, you need to remember it's our first team base as well, so it's not just for the youth.
See, we've done a wee bit of improvements to it, just to the eye. That's it. I don't know if you've seen some of the work. I think it was yesterday it came out first, but it's been across social media today, some work they've done in the Hummel. Did you see it, Fox?
I read a wee bit about it, but they've been doing that all season, adding to it all season, and they're trying to bring it up to be one of the premier training grounds in Europe. I also watched the video of Liverpool's up-and-coming training ground. That looks absolute class as well, you know. Don't know if you've seen that.
No, but teams have spent some money, and the one that Spurs have got, even Mourinho was talking about it a minute, you know. Obviously, if you've got these players, you're paying them fortunes, mate. You've got to treat them like Rolls Royces, I'm afraid, you know. A bit different. The game's changed.
Well, that's now what attracts players to your club, is the facilities, the backroom staff, the medical team. They want to make sure that they'll be looked after when they come to a big club. And that's the sort of things that we're putting in place at Ibrox and Okinawa, that we can tempt people to come to compare to other clubs in the country, you know.
Aye.
I have to take my hat off to the club for that. It's brilliant that they're doing. Absolutely brilliant. I was reading up on it over the last couple of days there. Absolutely superb. The Hummels, basically, it's being transformed. It's just tremendous. Really, really tremendous. Well done to everyone. So I didn't drop chocks.
Aye. No, it's all right, mate. Anyway, we've reached that time of the evening. If you don't mind getting yourself in mute, we'll have a tune.
How many years ago, my boys, I left the Glasgow town. I followed the pull of the Yankee land and here have settled down. Although I miss the Bridgeton Cross and my friends so near and dear, but I would give if I could have the Rangers over here. Singing Talk of California where the sun shines all the year. Singing Bama about your Broadway light so clear. But it would fill my heart with sadness, it would fill my heart with cheer, if we only had the Rangers over here. For they're the finest team in all the land, and I'm sure that you'll agree. To see them win is something grand, it's part of history. For the boys who fear no noise, my lads, and I mean this quite sincere. What I would give if I could have the Rangers over here. Singing Buck of California where the sun shines all the year. Singing Bama about your Broadway light so clear. But it would fill my heart with gladness, it would fill my heart with cheer, and we only had the Rangers over here. Finest team in all the land, and I'm sure that you'll agree. To see them win is something grand, it's part of history. For the boys who fear no noise, my lads, and I mean this quite sincere. What I would give if I could have the Rangers over here. Singing Talk of California where the sun shines all the year. Singing Bama about your Broadway light so clear. But it would fill my heart with sadness, it would fill my heart with cheer, and we only had the Rangers over here. And we only had the Rangers over here. And we only had the Rangers over here.
If we only had the Rangers over here. Everybody
One
wants
starter
Rangers over
next.
everywhere. Brilliant, pal. Brilliant.
I like that one. I actually prefer the one about over Northern Ireland. I prefer that.
Aye, I
version of
prefer that
song.
as well.
Aye, aye.
But it's good that I mean, 'cause you can put it in any country, you know. And I know, having been across the way abroad, it's well, you pine for your team. You actually pine for them, you know. If only they come over and play out here, that'd be great.
And they did.
Well,
mate,
you
didn't
must
they?
feel it. You must feel it being down there so long. You know, you're doing there. I was the same. I'd been doing there for years as well. So really difficult. You end up travelling more up the road just to get a game in. You know, superb. Never mind.
I think when you move away, you appreciate that some things mean you more sometimes. Yeah.
I was the same when I moved from Castlemilk to Denison, mate.
I suppose that was a
You're
big
so
move. That was south to north of the city. You know what I mean?
Oh, I had to learn all new bus routes and everything.
I can't remember. Was it 46? It used to. Was it the 46 and the 28 or something like that? My God.
34 used to take you out to Ibrox, mate.
Is that right?
Aye.
34?
I had the 34. Oh, my day was planned, mate. I used to get up 5 o'clock in the morning, go to the Crossmalouf ice rink and spend my time in there to back at 12 and then walk out to Ibrox.
What were you in the Crossmalouf ice rink for?
He was 42 at the time.
What were you doing in Crossmalouf ice rink?
I was only a young boy at the time,
Oh,
mate.
right,
That was my Saturday.
That we were partaking of it. Yeah, okay, pal.
You done a wee bit of the ice skating, did you?
Oh, I did, mate. You had to get off before 12 o'clock before it turned into a big puddle, right enough.
That's exactly right. I used to go to Paisley ice rink. My God, nightmare. By the way, there's some news out. There's a news broken. What do you call it? Follow about someone making some comments on your other favourite show. You know, Alec Gray apparently has come out and made a couple of statements. And I don't know whether you know about it, Oxchair.
I'll have a look, mate. I've not looked since the show started, mate. But I started back ways to see away practicing his karaoke.
Well, I'm back, mate. I'm back.
I think he wants to sing. Is it Moon River you want to sing, pal?
Couldn't even begin to.
Is that about investment coming in, Bridge? Was that?
According to the story, right? Alec Gray apparently says that major investment is coming into Rangers in the new year from a new investor. And I think he also had said that there's a share issue coming out just after the new year. Now, obviously, you and I will hear that at the AGM, that the news should be coming in the AGM. And I don't know whether that wee guy, Alec Gray, is coming out with this before the AGM. I mean, these are major announcements. To all intents and purposes.
I don't know if they would announce the new investor at the AGM, but I wouldn't be surprised if he's correct. There you go.
Cool. That's cool then. So he was claiming that he's got an insider at Ibrox, and that's basically it is. I just thought I'd say this is what had been said according to the follow, like, you know. Aye,
but it doesn't mean. I mean, when we say new investor, we've got to put it in context. It doesn't mean that one of the Abu Dhabi sheikhs is going to walk in, you know, Sheikh Mohammed.
Yeah,
you know?
absolutely. Yeah, absolutely, pal. Absolutely. Also, it has to be said that he said that there's going to be a new fresh share issue, and I think that will be
that's not a secret, but is it?
No, but that will be to conclude the borrowings, I would imagine.
Aye, that'll sort out the 10 million. Yeah. That's that sorted, pine gone. Plus, also in the future, you know. Aye, but look, mate, we're in a good place. Where we were and where we are now, it's night and day, mate. I know people will say the balance sheet, we lost £10 million, but look at the balance sheet. Don't know what your thoughts were, Bridge.
Well, I think in among that 10 million or just over it, maybe 11 million, there was an awful lot of, shall we say, one-off debts. People were paid off here and paid off there. And I think that's in among that a lot, you know, and a lot of the stuff we pay court costs against, what do you call them, Sports Direct. So it could be a lot of that in it as well. So in reality, it might only be about 4 or 5 million, truth be told.
Anyway, it's Friday night, we need some callers. So what's the number, Doug?
The number is 0141 356 1972.
And you can join us at Skype at rangersradio.online. You'll be brought in the call with one on the old school Blue or Fox. And Bridgman, what can they talk about?
You can talk about anything they want, but mostly about the famous Glasgow Rangers. That's what we're here for.
Either I'm going for the team on Sunday, I'm going for McGregor in goal, Tav, Barisic, Goldson. Oh, I like Fox's theory, but Goldson, Hollander, going with that. Jack, Davis, and Aribo. Kent, Defoe, and Greg Stewart. That's my team. Bridgman?
I would agree with you on most of them, with the exception of Greg Stewart, although I do think that Greg Stewart would be really good. I would go for wee Barker. Play Barker on the wing. And Defoe and Kent. That's what I'd go for. But your midfield, as I said earlier, I would go for Aribo as well. You're tied to whether we go for the whole lot. Obviously, our strongest and best up to now has been with Glenn Kamara in it, but I think Aribo plays well.
I wouldn't be surprised if Kamara plays and Davis is on the bench. That wouldn't surprise me either.
Yeah.
You know, but what a good place for Unstart, Doug, eh?
Well, that was my midfield, mate. My midfield three is Kamara, Jack, and Aribo, mate. I think he'll rest Stephen Davis for Thursday. I think just him coming back for international duty, 2 big games, great performance away. Erling Haaland, as we've already spoke about. I think we need 100% fully fit Steve Davis, mate. I think he brings that calmness and composure to the midfield. I don't know how we're going to set up. Obviously, we're not talking too much about Thursday, but no, we need our top players in that team, mate. So I think my midfield three would be Kamara, Aribo, and Jack for Sunday, mate. And I'm going to go with Ojo on the right just to mix it up, since we'll all have different wingers for the right hand side.
I forgot about Ojo. Probably did.
How dare you? How very dare you?
I'm not being sarcastic. Forgot about Ojo.
How dare you, sir?
I would keep Ojo for Thursday, to be honest. I would keep him at Thursday.
Well, he's had the international break to himself, though, mate. I mean, he should be fit and firing and ready to go for 2 games in his rot. But I think Arfield will come back in on Thursday, mate.
You think about it, Defoe's not been away, Kent's not been away, Ojo's not been away, Stewart's not been away.
You can make a team, and you can. Yeah, absolutely.
You know?
I think that one of the problems, in my mind, forgive me, and a lot of folk might not think the same as me, but in my mind, we need 3 points, and the manager's got to put out a team that'll get us 3 points. It'd be wonderful if we could just say, let's just put a lot of these guys in it that weren't away. It gives the guys that were away a rest. Let's get somebody in and they'll do it. And maybe they'll win and maybe they'll know. But maybe we can afford to do that. I don't think so. No, for me. I think we need to win 3 points. We need it.
I accept that Morelos is in my best team, but I still think Defoe, we should still win off this year. Hamilton, easily.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised that would happen anyway. I wouldn't be surprised if it was Defoe starts. I wouldn't be surprised.
Well, so that'd be good to hear some other people's thoughts for it.
I want to know where Smurf is. Smurf always phones in, and I'm disappointed I'm there the night, and the same with Portbear.
Portbear might be working the boy.
Oh, he might. No, I saw him in. Oh, maybe he's going now. Maybe he's gone. He was in earlier, I should say. Maybe that was what it was, you know. But I see Smurfs in, or I saw he's been in anyway. I'd like Kellack to come in and talk to us as well. Give us some gossip on his brother.
Since we're just naming everybody, where's Albert and JFK?
Aye. Albert, JFK, Blue Star. I'm not seeing Blue Star since the night with a few drinks. I've not seen Blue Blood near, but there we go. We'll just.
Oh, there's somebody coming in.
Hello.
Evening, caller. How we doing?
How you doing? Is everything all right?
You've got the show or something in the background. You turn it off.
Oh, I'm on the phone.
All right, you in the pub?
I'm in Ibrox.
How are you?
Yes. I'm it's Hugh, man. I'm from Plymouth True Blues.
All right. How
Hugh, how you doing?
How you doing? Okay, guys.
Aye.
I
read you all the time. Bridgeman here.
Sweet. How you doing? Just to say, I'm in Ibrox right now. I'm doing the big sleep out at Ibrox to raise awareness to the homeless in the Glasgow area.
Brilliant, mate. Absolutely.
Well done.
Fantastic. Aye.
Yeah, and I'm going to the game on Sunday. That's why I'm up here for these two causes. The guy just came up. The guy just came up the marble staircase and just says we've raised 39,000 already. That's just out the door.
Just fabulous. It's fabulous.
Is it
all
cold?
right, guys?
Is it cold?
Well, we've actually not went out to the stadium, the main track yet. I'm winging it now.
Good luck to you, pal. You're doing it for a great cause. You've definitely got our backing.
Yeah. I just thought I'd phone you at Rangers Radio and check in.
Cheers, mate. Thanks for the call.
Okay,
good luck to everybody that's doing it tonight.
Thanks very much.
All right. Well,
all the best, Stu. All the best, pal.
All right, catch you later, guys.
I'll need to turn that heating down.
See you later. We are the people.
Cheers, mate. Cheers, Hugh.
We are the people.
Bye now.
Pal.
There you go, Fox. That'll bring
you
back
another caller in.
Evening, caller. How we doing?
How you doing, guys? It's Ronnie, mate.
How we doing, Ronnie? What's on your mind?
No bad. You're talking about the team for Sunday.
What's your team?
I think I'm the same as what the guys are saying there. You've got to go with your strongest team. You know, I think he's going to play Morelos on Sunday for the start.
Did you hear Steven Gerrard tonight?
Aye, but I think it's Mera Casey. I think it's going to be a strong man that says to Fredo when he comes in the room and says to him, "Oh, you're no kicking the ball for the start." You know, the wee Buffalo is going to put on a frown and what have you. No, I think he's going to go with his strongest team. He's got to go with it. And he may be playing a wee bit of mind games or whatever, Stevie. His presser today. But he's got to go with his strongest team because we're the next, as you guys know, we're the next 4 or 5 weeks. We have got a horrendous schedule. Horrendous. Compared to that mob, you know, and we've got to go with our strongest every time. You know, I don't know how you guys feel with that.
Well, I've already put it out there that I would start Defoe, and if we can't beat Hamilton with Defoe and everyone else playing, we're not going to win nothing. Fox?
Well, I did say that I would like to see us play our strongest team for the start all the time. I think it's important to get the goals and get the 3 points in the bag before you start resting people. But I think it's only the Jermaine Defoe, Alfredo one that's going to cause any sort of controversy between the fans. I suppose if you're going to have somebody to take Alfie's place, you couldn't get much better than Jermaine Defoe.
I'm more concerned. Sorry, mate.
Couldn't you go, Ronnie?
I'm more concerned that if he plays Defoe, it means changing the shape. You know, and our last, as we know ourselves, guys, we've been watching them, and our last half dozen games, they've been on a real run of form. Where they've been playing some nice really nice stuff, getting the goals. If we bring Defoe into that, it's totally changing the whole system again, and the midfield's changing again. You know, Defoe can't play the way Morelos plays.
No, I don't doubt that for a minute. Different
You know,
players
he's more a McCoy sort of striker. Oh, a lot better, I think, in my eyes. Like, you know, but Morelos actually this season he's been more a team player. You know, he brings the midfield in so much more than a lot of people realise. You know, and I think if we play Defoe in the start on Sunday, it's a whole different ball game for our midfield, and I think it brings in a lot of other connotations, you know, as far as, you know, the team shape and everything else. I would rather go get Morelos on, bring him off at half time even. You know, if we're winning 2-0, bring him off. You know, I would go with that rather than kicking off and struggling with Defoe, with the midfield trying to struggle into Defoe's shape. You know.
I'd like to think we're not going to struggle against Hamilton, and I don't. If we also turn into a one-man team, we'll get problems. Bridgeman. Bridge. He's on mute. He's talking about himself. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Also been joined by another caller, mate.
Evening, caller.
How you doing? It's Mark from Kobe.
How we doing, Mark? How's things, mate?
Yeah, not too bad. It was good to see you all the other week up at Ibrox.
Good man, mate. What's on your mind, Mark?
No, just about the team. I think I agree with most of you. If Alfie's not back late, then I'd go with the flow as well, I think. Keep him fresh for Thursday.
I would have Alfie on the bench only because A, the travelling, and B, we should have enough to see off Hamilton easy.
Yeah, definitely should be. Yeah. Yeah, the midfield's always dodgy, ain't it? You just, I think we've got so many midfielders. Who do you leave out? Who do you put in? There's a lottery in it. Who's going to be in there, I think.
If you were Steven Gerrard, who are you picking?
There's Jack. I think you have to put Jack in because the team play with more fire when Jack's playing. If Jack's not playing, we seem to lose a bit. Do you know what I mean? And Kamara, you need Kamara in there for his bite as well, I think. So I'd definitely go with Jack and Kamara. It's hard to leave Davis out, isn't it?
Well, he's left Davis out of Livingston in the cup game, didn't he?
Yeah.
Aribo got a head knock, and obviously Aribo started the last game, and Kamara was on the bench. So I'd be interested to see what he does. You know, Steven Gerrard's very hard to work out because even when we started this run with the back four, that came as a surprise as well. Because he was chopping and changing that every week, then all of a sudden, bang, same team every week. We'll same back four.
Yeah, we didn't see Barker come in, guys, did we?
No,
that was a total shocker.
When he appeared in Porto, that was a surprise to me. The boy
It was total shocker for everyone, wasn't it?
You know, he had a good game in Porto. I didn't think he had a great game in the return leg, personally. You know. Mark, you've been getting up and down for years, mate. We're in a good place, mate, eh?
Definitely. I mean, I remember coming up during 9 in a row, and I said to one of the young lads that were with us at the time, I said, things are going to... So I think it was when we lost at 10. I can't remember who we got beat by at Ibrox. And I said to him, I think things are going to get bad. But I didn't think it'd be that bad, as bad as they got. But now we're definitely back. I think definitely back.
Stevie Gerrard the big factor and the feel good factor for you, or is it just the players?
No, I think with like Warburton and Kahina and all that, I think we were on our way back, but Gerrard just took it to another level. just raised the bar 100%.
No, I can't argue with that, mate. Can't argue with that. Can you argue with that, Ronnie?
No, not at all, mate. We needed Gerrard or somebody. That guy's out, you know. It's maybe no Ian Bean, Stephen, at the time, like, but we needed something like that because, as much as I hate to say it, the Tramps responded, you know, because that was our biggest downfall, was beating them in that semi-final. You know, if we hadn't beat them in that semi-final, we possibly would have won the league the first time coming up if it had been still Delia. You know, that was our biggest downfall, was beating them that year, because the Tramps responded to that. You know, they realised then, oh, wait a minute, we've got a challenge here. But no, definitely Gerrard. I seen that nonsense in the paper about, you know, he's running for the Tottenham job and everything else. You know, Gerrard, and then it was Rodgers, something else. That was never going to happen. There's no way Steven Gerrard's going to leave Rangers. And then that stupid comment with Alan Brazil. Did you guys see that?
Go on,
Did you see
tell
the
us.
comment that Alan Brazil made?
No, what was it?
He turned around and says, after he says, no, I don't know who, I can't mind who he was talking to, some ex-England international owns Talk Sport. And Brazil says to him about, you know, the Tottenham job. And he says, no, and the England international, so I think it was Darren Bent or somebody, turned around and says, no, he's waiting for a Liverpool job. He says, but that might not come out until 3 years' time when Klopp goes. And Brazil turned around and says, but Liverpool no might want him after he's been battered for 3 years.
That sounds like Alan Brazil, yeah. That sounds like him.
That's exactly what he said. And it's obviously online. It's a headline in the Daily Rebel and the RC Sun, you know. No online versions. So that's what he turned around and says. Like, you know, he says, oh, they don't know what after he's been battered for 3 years.
I wouldn't get any credence
Typical Alan Brazil.
what he says about us. Mark, what's the score going to be on Sunday? Tell me.
Oh, 4. I think we'll take him for 4, I think.
4?
A mollification, hopefully.
What about the second half?
What about the second half, aye.
Yeah, I reckon we'll take 4 off him easy, maybe a bit more.
I'll take that, mate. Ronnie, how you see it going?
I'll agree with that. I agree with that. 4-0. I agree with that. Big Helen, he'll be bolting the back door as he's been doing the last few games. I think he's going to be our big Goffey, you know, going forward. I think he's a man that's going to drive us forward. Before nothing, and I've got a wee sneaky one, guys. I'm going to throw this one into you. I've got a wee sneaky feeling for one each on Sunday at the Pedo Dome.
Saturday.
Saturday. I've got a wee sneaky feeling, one each.
Who are they playing?
Livingston.
No,
they're talking about that big Dykes again, and you know, and your man couldn't cope with him. He might get one chance, and he tends to take it. You know?
Admittedly, they beat them. They beat them rather. So
aye, and they beat them easy. Wasn't it a fluke? They beat them easy at Livingston, you know. But it's Dykes, that big Julian or whatever they call him, he can't handle that. And he turned around and came out in the papers after it and says, I was nervous and everything, you know.
Anyway, we'll be joined by George. Evening, George. How we doing?
How you doing, boys? All right?
Hi, George.
What's on your mind, mate?
Sunday's game's on my mind. I'm not looking any further forward than that because for me, that's the most important game. That's the one we've got to win. We've had a wee break there. A few of the players have been away in international and things like that, but I want to hit the ground running again and go on another wee run. And the games we spoke about, I think it was 18 points. We've got to continue that and keep winning these games. It's not going to be easy because I think that that park is a leveller, but it can only level it so much. If we play, we win, simple as that. But it's not going to be just a matter of short turn up and we win the game, Ox. But it's a massive 3 point for us on Sunday because again they're going to get the 3 points at home. So we need to get our 3 points. It's a must win for me. It's the most important game this week for me is that one there, Ox.
I get me a commentary, George. I do. Start, Doug.
Aye, I totally agree with everything George says, mate. We can't really be affording to look past Hamilton. I don't think it matters what happens elsewhere either this weekend, mate. It's got to be all but us. We need to just keep collecting the 3 points as they come. I mean, I would like to see our strongest team, but we've just got to deal with what we've got. I believe that the team will be strong enough, mate, to dismantle Hamilton. I'll go for 2-0 at the weekend, mate. But we definitely can't be looking past Hamilton because they'll be set up just to stop us scoring goals, mate. And like I said earlier on in the show, not very too often these teams have a plan B, mate, if you happen to snatch a wee early goal in the first 10-20 minutes. So that's very important to me, mate. I hope we manage to do that and just silence Hamilton straight away. Don't even let them believe for a minute that they can stop us scoring. That's important, mate. Just keep the 3 points coming. That's all we need to do. Just keep getting the W's on the board.
Aye, a win's the most important thing, Georgia.
Aye, definitely, Ox. That's what it's all about. 3 points. Everybody wants this kind of football and that kind of football. For me, I want 3 points. I want to win the league this year. That's the most important thing for me. We've been playing, we're winning good games, hard games we maybe lost last season or drew last season. We've been doing that. We need to continue that now. Going on to this is a massive game. I mean, I don't care who we're playing. This is a massive game for us on Sunday. A must-win game. I think I heard the other day that 3 of the players have been away in different places. Must have been international under 21s or something like that. So their sole focus has been on Rangers going there on Sunday. That's all they've been focusing on. The boy Brian Rice, I think he's done not too bad. I think I heard he's lost so many games, but I think he's won the last few games. So their sole purpose is to stop Rangers doing whatever Rangers can do. So we need to get that first goal and get ahead and then start playing football. We spoke about it, Ox, about working boots and dancing shoes. It's got to be one of the games on Sunday. We're going to have to take both of them away. I think we're going to have to break them down, get the other side of them, and then we'll start playing what we can do. But I'm with everybody else. I think we really can win the game. Of course, we can go there and win the game, but it's not just a gimme for me, Ox. We can't just show up and think it's going to be that easy.
No games are gimme, George. No games are gimme. You need to go with the right attitude.
Absolutely, Paul. Can I just say on that, Ox? Right. I was just going to say, as I said earlier, I'll repeat it. Sunday is our biggest game of the season. I don't care what anyone says, because it's the next game, the biggest game of the season, and we absolutely need 3 points. Absolutely, it's crucial for the continuity, for the momentum, and for the confidence of the players. That's what we need. 3 points. Anything less is just a failure, complete failure, in my opinion.
I'm going to put myself out here. I just don't see any danger on Sunday, George. I think we've got the right attitude. We've got good players. We've got people with desire. Doesn't matter who we put in the park, and I think we'll win.
Aye, that's right, Ox. I mean, you see, but the point of the matter is, we play, we win. Simple as that. And we've got a good enough team to do that. We should be able to break these teams down and beat these teams. This is the games that we maybe slipped up a couple of times last season, the season before. And we were blaming pitches and things like that, and it's easy to do that because it is a bit of a leveller to a point, but we're far superior than anything they'll have, so there shouldn't be any excuses whatsoever. We should really go there and take the 3 points and then kick on. Who do we play next Sunday again? It's next Sunday. I can't remember who we play next Sunday. Hearts next Sunday, and then go into that one as well. So for this wee break we've had after the international break there, Ox, going between now and Christmas, we've got a lot of games we've got to win. So this is a tough time for us, but if you're going to win leagues, this is the game you're going to have to win, Ox, and this is the ones we lost last season and drew and flung away ourselves last season, Ox.
Aye, and if we get this game out the way, if the league table stays as it is this now, we've only got one more game in a plastic pitch all season.
Aye, that's right, Ox. That's what we've got to look forward to. But I think this season with the plastic pitch, Ox, that last game, I think we've done what we had today. And in the cup game, it was a horrible game to watch, but we've done what we've done against Livingston, and we've got through to the next round, which is the most important thing. So games last season that we would have flung away and maybe cowered away from things like that, we've got a better talented player and we've got a better mindset as we can go out and beat these teams in these parts. So that's what makes winners and that's what makes champions, and that's what I believe we can honestly kick on. I honestly believe we can kick on and do that this season, Ox, and that's why these Thursday games is just a big bonus for the fans. But for me, it's all about the Sunday games.
See, last season, I don't really think I remember us getting too many goals from midfield. And I think Maribo coming into the team and Jack, I mean, he seems to be scoring a few goals and all recently. I think we've got more goals in the team altogether. I think even big Hollander chips, I mean, Borna Barisic can whip in a free kick. We know Tavernier can score free kicks and that as well. I think we've got goals all over the team, mate. I think what you said earlier on is important, Ox. We don't become a one-man team. But I do feel as if we have got goals all over this team, mate, and I think that's the reason how Aribo will start tomorrow and Sunday, because the fact that Alfredo Morelos probably will only be there, and I think he just brings you that something different, that midfielder that gambles and gets in the box and things like that. So that's important for us, mate, that everybody's chipping in this season as well, because I don't remember too many midfielders grabbing any more than 5 goals for us last season.
No, well, they've all scored in the last few weeks, mate. Kamara scored away at Livingston. Jack's got his double up at Ross County. Stephen Davis scored against Porto.
Aribo scored at Livingston too.
Aye. So the only guys maybe no scored in the first team squad, who we're all talking about the teams who picked, is Ryan Kent, and we know he's got goals in him.
That's it, mate. And I mean, he brings so much more to the team as well, just other than goals. He opens up a lot of play, drives defenders all over the park and things like that. I mean, they really don't know how to do. They really don't know how to deal with him, mate, at times. So hopefully, I mean, he can come back, and I mean, it's a plastic pitch and all, so he's going to really have to watch himself, mate. This is another reason why we need to get the game wrapped up early, so that we can get players like him off, Borna Barisic off, and things like that, and get them rested up, because we've got a huge game on Thursday, and I know we're not looking past Hamilton, but it's just important, mate, that the team go out there and perform. Like George says, if we play well, we win. So it's important that we go out there with that kind of mentality, mate.
Mark, I think Stevie G's got the attitude right for the players.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think the players seem to be mentally tougher. Seem to be more there mentally. Do you know what I mean? They don't panic in games. Even if we were to go down a goal, I don't think they'd panic. And they just seem to be mentally tougher this year than what they were last year. The heads seemed to drop last year. Do you know what I mean? Where this year they seem to be a bit tougher and a bit wiser.
Ronnie, you still with us?
Aye, I'm still here, mate. Attitude. A lot of good chat going on there. I've got to totally agree with Allbear's earlier comments here when he says that these weird teams.
Allbear's not here.
Oh, sorry. I can't even mind his name. Sorry for being so ignorant.
Bridgeman.
He says. Bridgeman, that's what it was. He turned around and said,
he's an old bear and all. He's a really old bear.
These wee teams, they only have a plan A, and if you score early against them, they don't have a plan B. You know, and if you score early against them, no, you go out there and get in about them, get the first goal early, and then that just totally snooters them. They don't know what to do after that. Then we run in 3 or 4 against them. I've got to go with that, and that's how I'm over the mind that Morelos is going to be buzzing. He's going to be buzzing when he comes back, you know. And do you want to be the guy? He's going to want to play, you know. And I've got to think that I've got to play that boy at least for the first half hour. You know, he's going to want to. He's going to want to do that for the first half. He's going to want to play because as much as we love him and he loves to play. He loves it, Dorish. He loves the fans loving him. He's going to want to play because he'll come back here buzzing, getting his first goal there. He'll not be tired because his adrenaline will carry him through it. Give him the first half. I would say give him the first half. So, and then once we'll get that first goal, we will. If he's playing, we'll get that first goal early. You know, and that's how I've got to agree with Brisbane there. Kill them early doors. Kill them. Get an early goal, and then they've not got a plan B. Every wee team doesn't have a plan B. Their plan A is to stop us scoring for the first half, and then we struggle because the fans get on the back and everything else. Get that early goal, and that scuppers our plan. That's my idea.
All right, we'll see where it takes us, but I just don't see any danger on Sunday, Fox. I really don't. Maybe I've just been overconfident. I just think it's a game we have to go one tick half. And then we say, right, we've got 9 games in so many days between now and the let's focus on them, and the next focus becomes Thursday. I just think Sunday's a game we should go, win it, put it to bed and move on.
I agree 100%. I don't think Hamilton will put up much of a fight against us. I think we'll deal with them comfortably. And the incentive's there for the players because they all want to play on Thursday night and they want to stake a claim to play on Thursday night. Those that have picked will be trying their guts out, mate. I think we'll steamroller Hamilton and just move on and look forward to Feyenoord on Thursday.
I think...
Bridge, in you come.
I was just going to say, I think Fox is probably right. We should, and Sunday we should steamroller Hamilton. But can I just say right now, I'm going for a 1-0. That's what I'm going for. 1-0. That'll do me. 3 points.
Anybody?
The weather might change, but Bridges' scoreline opinions never change, do they?
Obviously, I want a mollification.
I want no mollification.
No, it's just as Fox said there. We should, by all means, we should, in fact, murder that team and steamroller them. So we should mollify them. But my fallback's always a 1-0. That'll do me fine.
George, he'd get football stoked up Bridge, wouldn't he?
Aye, you can't win. I've said that a million times, but you know what? See Bridgeman's football to now to the end of the season. I'll take that every day, every single game. I'll take that going between now and the end of the season. There's certain things you've got to do at certain points in your career in that auction. We said at the start of the season, we're all flying high about all the young boys going and winning trophies and that. Let's start bringing them in. I said now's not the time for the day things like that. We've got to win games. Good, bad and ugly, we've got to win games, simple as that. And if it's 1-0 for now until the end of the season, that's what it's going to be, and I'll take that. But of course we want to see nice football and things like that. We've got a cracking team, we can play nice football, but we should be rolling on the top of a lot of these teams. We let a lot of teams off when it gets to 2 and 3 and things like that. So really for me, I'll take a Bridgeman every single game for now at the end of the season.
I think my best away performance this season has been away to Ross County. The way we went up there and just totally controlled the match, and we had them chasing shadows because we passed the ball so well. Fox and then Mark.
Well, that's the thing, Ox. We're a superior team to Hamilton. The plastic pitches used to be a bit of a worry for our team, but they're used to playing on them now. I don't think that'll be a leveler whatsoever. I think, as you say, we're strong passing game, we're good movement, and our ability to take our chances will see us comfortably home on Sunday.
Mark?
Yeah, I kind of agree with that. We were too good a side this year to lose that momentum. I think that momentum will just come straight back in. And I'm like yourself, just I can't see it being a problem on Sunday. Just an easy game. I think that's why I said 4-0. I think we'll just steamroller them easy.
I don't see any problem. I really don't. I hope I'm not just overconfident, Stardog.
No.
Everybody seems too overconfident, mate. These are always the week where somebody always brings up a stupid stat like, oh, do you know Hamilton have never beat Rangers in 20 years at the Rain Stadium, then this is the week that they did. Like, I'm just never confident, mate, until the whistle goes and I see what Rangers turn up that day, because we know we're not going to get fancy, nice free-flowing football away at Hamilton, mate. It's going to probably be one. It'll be an ugly game. I mean, we horsed them the last time they played us, mate, at Ibrox, so they're going to make it their mission that doesn't happen again. I'm sure they've got some sort of self-pride in there, mate. They don't want to get horsed every time they play us. Let's just hope that we're that good that they can't help it and they don't really have a decision or a say in it, mate. But I'm not as overconfident as yourselves, mate. In my opinion, we just need to, like Gerard says, give them every respect that they deserve, show up, perform well, mate, and get the game done with early doors.
Aye, all right. I get your point. I just think the way we're playing, the players we've got, the way we play, George, and the way we play, we move teams about. Even if we don't get early goal, by the time you get in, they're knackered.
Aye, that's it, Ox. I think you're right. I think we've got a lot better team this season. We've gelled better. I think the manager knows the players better. He knows the league better. But I think the biggest thing for, I'm not saying these wee teams because that's a bit unfair, but there's certain teams, I mean, Kilmarnock, Hamilton's one, I would say, Livingston, things like that. There's a wee bit of fear factor being took out of our players. I think there's a lot of pressure on our players. The manager coming in, a lot of expectation. And maybe a lot of the guys weren't up to the actual task. I think they're up to it now, Ox. And I think the confidence is coming back. Look at Barisic, his confidence came right back. I think that's gone a long way. The fear factor's not there anymore, and it's made a confidence thing. And I'm not saying, I don't think they think they're going to go and thrash teams every single game, but I think that they know they're better than most teams, Ox, and that's why we can do this. We can actually go there and beat these teams, Livingston and things like that, on the rain patch, where last season we maybe struggled a wee bit.
Aye. Just come back to the squad for Sunday. I mean, Greg Docherty get rare reviews about his second half performance against Leicester. Any chance for him getting a place on the bench, even, Bridge?
Well, if he's been noted as he's put a really good chip in, he has his old team. So yeah, the manager might use that and put him on the bench and maybe even give him a kick in the second half just for saying so. Yeah, it's a good thing the boy's going to play against his old team. So that's something you could look at easily.
Mm-hmm.
Personally speaking, I can't see where the boy is going to fit into our team other than on the right side somewhere, you know.
You've been consistent in your views, Stardog and then Fox.
It'll be interesting to see, mate. I know that he'd recently done an interview as well, saying that he's still very much willing to stay here and fight for his place, and he sees a future for himself here. I wish him all the best, mate. I do like him as a player. I think he just tries a bit too hard when he plays for us. I think he needs to calm down a bit on the park. Stop trying to do so much and just put himself about everywhere. Just stick to his position. Because, I mean, we've seen what it was all about last year when he was out on loan. But for me, I mean, did MD see Andy King? Has Andy King played in this international break at all? Was he able to play against Leicester? Do you think there's a chance for him to come in?
Yeah, he started against Leicester. I don't know. I think he done the first half. George, any chance of Docherty getting a place on the bench? I know it's an outside shot.
No, for me, Ox. I mean, I've maybe been a wee bit harsh on the lad, but I don't think I'm up. I think the sentimental value's away for me now. It's time for us to win games and win leagues. I don't think he's good enough. I think he should have went out on loan. I think he chose not to go out on loan this season to try and fight and get into our team. Ox. Kamara, for example, he fights all the time. Gets in our team. Davis, Jack. What do you call him? Arfield, Aribo. I think he's well out the picture, and we keep on saying about a guy coming up for the English Premiership and can't get into our first team. So I don't think Docherty's got to do it. Ox, I said it last season and I said it before. If he could have went to the higher standard for the second part of last season, maybe seen what he was about. I just don't think he's good enough, Ox. And again, he played a good game against Leicester. But for me, you take your 3 or 4 guys in the midfield and a couple on the bench. Who does he replace, Ox? Because for me, I don't see him being anywhere near our squad.
What was it, a Bridger? I don't know who. He would play in the Arfield roles, if that makes sense, George. He can play in a couple of positions. For me, the boy's got a wee bit of ability. He's got a lot of heart. Great engine on him. But he just lacks quality in his final pass. And that's what's maybe kept him away from the first team. Fox, in you come, mate.
I don't think there's any chance of him making the bench. There is only 4 places available because you'll have Wes as a backup to McGregor. You'll have one of the centre halves on the bench, either Katic or Edmondson. You'll have Flanagan to cover left and right fullbacks. So that cuts it down to 4 players. Morelos will be on the bench if Defoe starts. And then you're looking then at another midfield out of the 4 that's left out. Either Steve Davis, Aribo, who else, like Kamara or Jack. So one of them's on the bit. So there's only one other space for me, and that'll be taken up by Greg Stewart, I think. I don't see any room whatsoever for Greg Docherty.
All right, Mark, any thoughts on the Docherty situation, mate?
It's a shame, really, but I think his final ball's not been good when he has played, has it? And he loses the ball quite a lot in the final third. And I think he's a frustrating player, isn't he? He does all the good work, and then the final bit, he just lacks the quality, I think. I don't really see a place for him, unfortunately, I don't.
I would always like one of our in to do well, but you just think the boy might have to move on to get games somewhere.
Yeah, he's doing well at Shrewsbury as well. We're watching him, watching how he got on with being a Rangers player and that, and he seemed to be doing well, scoring a few goals. But when it comes to Rangers, to be fair, he's not really had many chances, has he, this season? I don't think he's had any chances, has he? But he can't be doing something right in training.
Start the season and some European games and some
not
red
a lot, really.
but well, that's just the way it goes. It's a ruthless business, Bridgeman, isn't it?
Yeah, I think, we have to say he's probably the most unfortunate young player to come to Rangers in that sense, because he looks as if he plays like the report was he had a really good game against Leicester, and you ask yourself the question, if he's had such a good game, then surely the manager must have him in his mind. And we won't know this until after Sunday, but if he doesn't pick him in the squad for Sunday, then you must think the manager feels some of the things that we feel when we talk about him. There's obviously he's a really, he wants to play for Rangers. It sounds like it anyway, based on what the guys in the lobby are saying. I think he's a really smashing player, but he's maybe going to get played out of position. That might be because the manager's got the strongest team in his mind out our whole pool of players, and maybe Docherty just won't fit in there. No matter what happens, we can't fit him in. That's what I think's happening, and I think he's been very unfortunate that way. My personal opinion, I'd still say right now we should never have gone and got him, because you look, it's 18 months of all intents and purposes, 18 months of that boy's
2 years
future.
now,
Or 2 years. It's been a long time. He's not really had a good chance at all with the Rangers, and he's had to go out and he's back again, and he'll probably have to go out again. Unfortunate for him, very unfortunate.
Stardog?
I agree with Bridge there in the sense that he's been unlucky, mate. I mean, you could say the same with boys like Jordan Rossiter. I mean, at the start of last pre-season, Gerrard was saying that Jordan Rossiter and Josh Windass were the two best players in his training. I mean, look what's happened today too, mate. This is just things that happen in football, mate. But there's just something in the back of my mind just telling me, mate, that, I mean, I don't know about a big part or an influential part, but I do believe that Greg Docherty will have some sort of part to play in this season, mate. I really do. I think he will feature at some point, mate.
Well, I think there'd be a lot of injuries and a lot of suspensions before Greg gets it.
Well, I mean, these things can happen, mate. We've all seen this happen before, do you know what I mean? And that's all it sometimes takes for somebody to come in there and just to get their chance, mate. For me, he doesn't do a lot wrong. I mean, you cannot fault him for work rate. It's just that final ball that you're saying, Ox. It's just, if he can sort that out, mate, and bring a bit more to his game in the attacking sense, because, I mean, work rate and things like that and determination and grit, he's got it all, mate. It just needs to apply that final bit. But if you've no got it, you've no got it, mate. The boy can't help that. And if he does go elsewhere, he would obviously get everybody's best wishes on here, mate. But there's just something in the back of my mind telling me that Greg Docherty will play some sort of part this season.
All right, mate. You're a big backer of the underdog, Stardog, aren't you? You like an underdog.
Oh, I love an underdog, mate. I love an underdog.
You're a man with a big heart, son.
Yeah.
See, for me, Ox, the thing is, I keep on saying, I think after a certain manager we had a couple of years ago, we never went anywhere, possibly backwards in where we were actually trying to get. But I think we've actually moved forward in certain positions a lot quicker than a lot of people thought we were going to. And if you look at our midfield to this time last season, getting into after the international breaks, October, November time, and you see maybe Docherty would have a chance of getting in, but how our squad has actually came along. Steve Davis, a lot of people weren't sure how Steve Davis was going to, how fit he was going to be, how good he was going to be. Kamara came into the squad about just after this time, and obviously Aribo came in as well. So, and then Ryan Jack's, for me, one of the best midfielders in Scotland now. So at this time last season, he maybe would have got in our midfield, but he's absolutely miles away from it now, and probably better for the club and the laddie just to say, look, we've done everything we can do. It's time for it to move on.
I think he's out of position at centre midfield, but George, I keep saying about this right hand side of midfield, the right attacking midfield position. I think there's a jersey there up for grabs, mate, and that's where he was most dangerous for Shrewsbury, and that's definitely where I would play him, mate. It's just a problem when it comes to that final ball and things like that. I believe he does need to work on that, mate. But Candace never had a great final ball. I mean, he maybe hit one good final ball, 1 out of every 4, but he'd the work rate and things like that. And I think Greg Docherty, that's where I would play him, mate. I wouldn't play him in centre and midfield. I don't think he's technically good enough to play there, mate. I really don't.
Where would you play him?
I would play him in the right attack midfield position, mate.
On the right. Okay.
Yep. The Arfield position, I just don't think he's technically good enough to play centre midfield, mate. I don't think he's got that instinct to control a game like Steve Davis, Ryan Jack. I mean, Joe Aribo and Glenn Kamara, they're a bit different, but they've got a bit of class and a bit of physical presence and things like that in there. I think he'd be out of position and out his depth at centre midfield. I would play him right attacking mid, mate.
Well, it'd be interesting to see where the future holds. Start up, because there's got to be people go that we don't think will go,
Yeah, definitely, mate. We just never know what's going to happen in football. Anything could be around the corner. Like I say, all it takes a wee injury or a suspension and he gets his game whenever and he could shine. You just never know, mate.
You need a bit of luck to make your way in the game, Georgia.
Sorry.
And you come, Bridge.
No, absolutely. That's the bit. He probably misses that more than anything. Not that he's ever had it, but we all thought he was a smashing wee player with Hamilton. He's maybe just not had the luck. But I still say this, and I know I'm not made funny. It's a massive step up in general coming to Rangers. But since the time we signed that lad, Rangers have stepped up again. And when I said this way back, all the guys that we're signing, they've got to come with us. They've got to be able to step up again, and then again. And
if you think back when that boy played at Hampden in that semi-final, there's me like Tav, Morelos, and that's it. You had Russell Martin and McCrory, Andy Halliday left back or midfield. You had Dorrans was playing. Who else was playing? I'm trying to think back.
Waghorn.
No, the semi-final we got hammered when
McCrory was at centre back, was he not?
Centre back, Russell Martin. Candace was playing. So the change in the squad's unbelievable, isn't it?
We get pounded.
Aye. So I get your point, Bridge. I get your point. Yeah. But just because we do like the boy, I think, because he's one of us, Mark. Yeah, we'd like him to do well.
Yeah, but like when you're not, it's a bit like the Halliday situation, ain't it? You want Halliday to do well, and he has done when he's come in, and you want him so much to be in the team. But when you've better players, they have to come in because at the end of the day, we want to be winning things.
Aye,
you know what I mean.
There's no room for sentiment in this game, Georgia.
No, that's over and done with. I mean, you're right. You'd love to see guys in the rain. I mean, Barry Ferguson, all these guys that came through over the years and lifting trophies for us. I mean, Andy Halliday, every single man came onto the show at the end of last season. I mean, we beat them at Ibrox. We all deserved it. Everyone has loved it and had a great day. And so did he. He deserved it as well. He's been there and things like that. And what Bridgeman was saying there, we've came up with certain levels. And if the players come up with certain levels, whereas they can stay, if they can, they can't. And that's the sentimental part of it. That's no me being horrible, Locks. We need to start winning things. And if Steve Davis and Jack and these guys have got to keep moving up levels, there's got to be certain guys that's just no way able to keep up with us. And that's when it's time for them to move on. Because I want to win the league. I'm the board about guys who
gets the medals as long as we get the flag. Anyway, gentlemen, we've reached that time of the evening, but before we go, I think Fox wants to give a big shout out to all the boys doing the sleepover, and George, because I think you both know what it's like. Fox, George.
Good luck to the boys. It's chilly but good fun. Good luck to and the lassies. There's loads of lassies there as well. Good luck to everybody at Ibrox.
George, you done it, didn't you?
I done it with Fox. Trench or rain.
You shared a sleeping bag.
the rain was bouncing down that hard. It was back up and getting you wet twice, Hawks. Aye, good luck to everybody. But it just goes to show you what they people go through every single night in life, Hawks. You know what I mean?
You're here, mate. You're here. Listen, Mark. Thanks for the call, mate. Good to speak to you.
Problems. I've got to go anyway. I've got an early rise in the morning up to see Mr. McPherson tomorrow, play with a band. So.
All right, mate. Just watch your wallet.
Yeah. I hope Stevie's got his with him.
Speak to you soon, Mark.
Right, see you later, guys. See you later.
Mate.
Cheers, Mark. Bye. Good show again. Bye.
On you go, Bridge.
Oh, what can I say? Marvellous night. Great discussion once again, Ox. Well done, pal. And you and Foxy, superb. But can I just say to all the Rangers fans all over the world, in particular Rangers fans on here on Rangers Radio, 2 sleeps, guys. 2 sleeps. And then it's a big battle for us. And I'm going for a massive 1-0. That's what I'm going for. 1-0 to the Rangers. So everybody, please keep it going for the Rangers, because the Rangers really need us. Keep it going and let's mollocate them.
Yeah. Thanks to all the callers tonight. Thanks to all the boys in the panel. Thanks to all the people in the lobby. But thanks, more importantly, to the people doing the big sleep out over Ibrox, doing a bit for the Rangers family. This has been Rangers Radio. We'll be back at here. That's Fox. 11:15 on Sunday. 11:15.
Good luck to you.
You hear that? 11:15, Fox. Thanks for everybody for listening. See you on Sunday. Take it away. All School Blue.
The boy girl so young to Glasgow City they'd come, seeking fortune and a new way of life. How could they all know their ambitions would grow? Such a beautiful story, when here's how it goes. Four lads had a dream to start a football team. They had no money, no cash, not even a ball. They still carried on. The Rangers were born. 54 titles, we're still going strong. So hoist up your Rangers flags, sing with your hearts and voice. We celebrate the greatest club in the world. Let our history show what we already know. We are the Rangers, the greatest of all. Four lads had a dream to start a football team. They had no money, no cash, not even a ball. He still carried on. The Rangers were born. 54 titles, we're still going strong. Four lads had a dream to start a football team. They had no money, no cash, not even a ball. But they still carried on. The Rangers were born. 54 titles, we're still going strong. Four lads had a dream to start a football team. They had no money, no cash, not even a ball. But they they still carried on. The Rangers were born, 54 titles, we're still going strong. 54 titles, we're still going strong. 54 titles, we're still going strong.